The Taliban has intensified their operation against Afghan security personnel and local people. They are imposing medieval rules in the areas it has taken over. Disturbing videos and photographs surfacing on social media shows the Taliban torturing and murdering Afghans as the Sunni extremist group seizes territories following the withdrawal of NATO troops in May 2021. If the United States is the world's most powerful military power, why isn't it fighting the Taliban instead of talking with the group who have killed American soldiers and innocent civilians? On the other hand, the Pakistan government has repeatedly denied that it provides any military support to the Taliban in its diplomacy regarding its extensive operations in Afghanistan. But in reality, it is offering a safe haven for them to regroup and return. Because the notoriously porous Pakistan-Afghanistan border has enabled the movement of soldiers and equipment to pass freely. According to US General Mark Milley, the Taliban now control approximately half of Afghanistan's 419 district centers. Although the United States and the United Nations have warned the Taliban that if they try to seize power in Kabul unilaterally, they will face international isolation and travel sanctions. But the extremist group is in no mood to change from its 1996 version. The overall goal of this group is to impose Sharia law on Afghanistan by turning it into an emirate and expanding Sunni Pashtun control throughout the country at the expense of minorities and women's rights. The group is in no mood to negotiate peace. The Afghan people are in a horrible condition. In one of the video clips on Twitter, which shows several men are seen gathered around a man, picking up stones and repeatedly throwing stones at him as he tries to save himself. The Taliban tortured and executed Indian photographer Danish Siddiqui on purpose. Earlier this month, the Taliban has ordered women to not leave home alone, set dowry regulations for girls and men to grow their beards, among other diktats. Women were required to cover their bodies and faces in a burqa, and were barred from going to school or work or leaving the house without a male relative. This is the current situation of the Afghan people. There are many heinous examples of Taliban violence against civilians that cannot be freely discussed. The frequency of reported severe human rights abuses and violations has alarmed the United Nations. The United Nations Assistance Mission in Afghanistan stated that reports of killings, ill treatment, persecution, and discrimination are prevalent and unsettling, causing fear and instability. Apart from the torturing people in captured areas, reports also said that Taliban have destroyed 11 sites on the Salam telecommunication network and looted its equipment. According to local sources, the Taliban forces also closed 7 additional sites in Paktia's occupied districts. Yet the world is silent, and countries with military capability are just holding talks with this militant group.